Hey everyone. I jumped on here a couple minutes early just to make sure we can get connected. And it looks like we're where we're supposed to be. Hope everyone's doing wonderfully. It's another crazy weather day. Warm, cold, craziness. Thankfully, knock on wood, I haven't been one of those who has gotten sick from it, but my goodness, there is a lot of people who are. So if you're one of those, I hope you're feeling better, because it's not fun. Hello, Tracy. My hands are cold tonight. Ooh, hate that. I have my heater going. It's always colder in my basement, I guess because of the concrete walls, but my gosh. Hi, Bonnie. We'll wait a minute or two and then we will jump in. I have a super cute card for you tonight. One I've never done before. And I saw it by another demonstrator. Yay, Tracy, really? Tomorrow he'll be here? I'm so excited for you. Yay. That's awesome news. Congratulations early. But I think you're going to love this little card. And honestly, when I saw it, I'm like, oh, that looks complicated. It is so easy. So easy. So I can't wait to show it to you. And I have another example as well. Tracy, what's his name? Do they know? Do you know yet what his name's going to be? I love grandbabies. I like babies, period. Babies are the best. How exciting. All right, well, I am going to go ahead and jump in. Today is January the 8th, 2026. I can't believe we're already through a whole week into the new year. Time, I say it pretty much every week. Flying, just flying. I need it to slow down. Cooper Tyler Conrad. I love it. Cooper. I love it. Hi, Linda Owen. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Linda Fox. How is everyone? Good to see you all. Okay, so let's jump in. Sorry, we were talking about grandbaby news, but how exciting. Make sure you post pictures so we can see them. Okay, like I said, today is January 8th, 2026, and I have a super cute card to show you, but I want to bring you up to speed and remind you because there is a lot going on that just released this past Tuesday. I sent out a newsletter. Hopefully you're on my newsletter or my email list so that you're getting updates from me. If you're not, you can go over to my website, DonnaStamps.com. As soon as you log in, a little box is going to pop up and you can add your information there, and that way you don't miss anything. Because a lot of times I'll post in my email list and I don't always post over here until later. So that's a great way for you to know what's going on. But I included pretty much everything in there. So I'm just going to quickly touch base on it. So the brand new January to April mini catalog launched. This is an awesome catalog. There is a lot in here that I guess I have to have, because when I peeked at it the first time, I saw a few things, but nothing jumped out at me. And now there's something about having the catalog hard copy versus looking at it online. I don't know what it is, but I see things I missed online but I can actually sit and study it better and write in it and mark in it. So if you would like a hard copy for you and you're not currently working with a demonstrator, reach out and let me know. I don't charge for my catalogs, and I'll be happy to put one in the pickup tub for you. Or if you are not within the Louisville area, I will be happy to mail it to you. But lots of goodness. This goes until May the 4th. Okay, so you've got plenty of time to look in there and get your favorites. In addition, we also have a new release for online exclusives. I actually think, and I'll double check. Hi, Miss Carol. Hi, Diana. Hi, Linda. I think I posted this on the group here. If I did not, I will do that this evening. I'll double check that. But there is a lot of awesomeness in here as well. And of course, these are not in a publication. You will find them strictly on my online store under online exclusives. These also are typically while supplies last. And things come and go very quickly. So check out some of those. I've actually shown you some product out of there already. We used it week before last. But there's a lot of cute things that will carry you over into the spring, but are also awesome for Easter and some of the things like that. So you can check that out. In addition to all that, there's a couple more things. That is bonus days. I love bonus days. Bonus days are every time you spend $50 before shipping and tax, you're going to receive a coupon code in your email. So when you log in to your account, confirm the email address that shows. If you qualify for a coupon code, it'll pop up and it'll tell you you're eligible for a coupon or how close you are, which I think is awesome. There's no limit to the number of coupons that you can earn, okay? So if you spend $100, you get 2. If you spend $150, you get 3, and so on and so on. Or if you place multiple orders during the course of the month, because you're like me and you forget things, you'll get a coupon code for each one of those. Don't lose those. When you get them, take a picture of them on your phone or save them in a special folder in your email, because I don't get to see what those are. I'll know if you qualified for one, but I can't see them. And they are specific for you, and we want to make sure that you get to use those come February. And you can apply those to an order that you have that you're going to open or place, of course, in February. So you have the whole month of February to spend them, which is awesome. Okay. Now, of course, you've got bonus days at $50. You've got a free embellishment from me, which I'll show you here in a second. But now we have, in addition to all that, we have the product of the month. So if you place a $75 order, this month I am in love. I ordered it, but it's not here yet. It's called Fabulous Sayings. I promise you all, I said when I got to the new year, I was going to figure out how to go live so everything is not backwards. Have faith. I will get there soon, I promise. But double fonts, love it. Love, love, love it. This has so many different sentiments. You're on my mind. Happy birthday. Sending love. You can do anything. So much hooray. Just because. Hello. There are simply no words for this. And to a fabulous friend. I love this stamp set. I love everything about it. It's one you're definitely going to want to add to your stash. And of course, you can get it with a $75 order for just $5. And of course, you can only get one. And if you did not have the opportunity to get the True Blue Florals paper from December, you also, if you qualify, have the option to pick that. Now, I'm told there's still supply of True Blue Florals left. I don't know what that number is. So if you didn't get it and you want it, I'd go on and get it sooner than later. And then if you want, you can place another order later in the month and get Fabulous Sayings, okay? And of course, these carry over until they're gone, but it's better to get that sooner than later. But as soon as we get that stamp set, it's going to get used. Now, a cool thing about product of the month is when you place an order through me and you spend the $75 to qualify, as an extra thank you, not only am I going to send you the embellishment of the month, which I'll show you here in a second, but you're also going to get from me a colored PDF with 8 projects all laid out for you, photos, etc., of 8 cards using whatever the product of the month is. So I just did one for the blue florals, and now I'm working on one getting ready for when I get my stamp set. Those, and of course, I'll send those out at the end of the month. So lots and lots of freebies are on the table right now for you when you place a $75 order. Now, Club Cove registration is open. If you're not familiar what Club Cove is, that is my monthly club to go. You actually work on this at your leisure at home. It makes 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs. You get approximately $22 to $25 worth of product. Everything comes cut and scored for you except for your designer series paper. And every month I include designer series paper. Let's try that again. Designer series paper, ribbon, and an embellishment. And again, I die cut everything for you. I can't stamp your images, but when you get your packet, everything will be ready for you to go, and it has step-by-step instructions, plus, like I said, the pictures, and you are going to have so much product left over that you'll be able to use product that you already have as well, combine that, and make even more products. So this month, we're going to be doing the lovely arrangements. We did a couple of cards already with this. I'm loving this stamp set so much. These dies are incredible, as you know. Now, if you don't want to subscribe for 6 months in a row, of course, you can get this kit as a one-time thing. Just let me know that you want it, and I will get you all the information. You can go over to DonnaStamps.com. There's also a link here in the group about registration being open that will take you over. It's $30 for porch pickup. It's $38 if you need me to ship it. And I'm actually covering a little bit more of that shipping because right now I think it's $10.95 to send priority mail. So you're saving a little bit of money on your shipping because I'm going to cover that difference. Okay. You have until the 20th of this month to sign up to get this month's kit if you're interested. Okay. As far as, hi Paula, hi Bernice. As far as events coming up this month, we do not have a class at the winery this month. If you would like to see us on the schedule, please call the winery and request the class. They're doing some changing. They're adding and removing different things that they're wanting to change up. We have so much fun when we go to the winery, but they need to hear from everyone that they're interested in a card class there. So if you are, please call Roslyn Hill Winery and let them know that you want to see a class back on the schedule. Okay. That being said, I am working on some other venues to be holding events, and you will be seeing those getting posted very, very soon. But what is on my calendar is Stampin' Bunko for this quarter is January the 25th. It's at 1 o'clock. It's $30. We play 3 rounds of Bunko. You make projects. You get to eat snacks. We give away lots of goodies and prizes. And then the winners of Bunko will receive gift certificates for Stampin' Up! Product. Now, it's limited to 20 as of right now. It's already starting to fill up, so if you haven't registered, you need to go do that sooner than later to save your spot, and registration will close on January 21st or when we reach max, okay? Now, if there's enough interest and I can pull it off, we will add extra seats in blocks of 4. Otherwise, I'll put you on the waiting list until we see where that goes, okay? I was not going to do a Stamp and Stack that day, but I've had enough interest that people are wanting Stamp a Stack, so we will do another birthday bash the same day. Now, that being said, you can do one or both if you choose that you want to do both. I am going to open the doors a little bit early so that you can come and stamp your images, etc. And then we'll stay after a little bit longer than normal so that you can finish up. So plenty of time will be allocated if you choose to do both Bunko and Stamp-A-Stack. Okay, and if you have questions, you can reach out and let me know. Boy, oh boy, I said I wasn't going to go long today, and I am talking way too fast that I can't even keep up. So my goodness. Okay, the other thing I wanted to tell you is to save the date of April 18th. That is going to be the day of our normal annual spring creative escape. I am working on all the details, and I will be opening registration soon. So keep an eye out for that as well. We go typically from 9 to 6. You bring and work on whatever you want to work on. We have giveaways all day long. We have raffles. We serve lunch and dinner, all included. And we just have the best time. So if you're like me and you just want to get away and have time to create and work on what you want to work on, this is a great time to do that. Now, people who come to Creative Escape know, Donna says every time, yep, I'm bringing all this stuff to work on. I talk too much. I don't get much done, but it's still a lot of fun. So consider coming and joining us. And if you know some people who might be interested, whether they're scrapbookers, card makers, I have ladies who have brought their sewing machines and quilted. I've had people who have come and made cups with the sublimation machine. I think that's what it's called. So it's just a day of creativity for whatever you want. But watch for details, because probably in the next few days, I'm going to put that up so we can get registration going. All right. I think that's it. Now, make sure you're commenting, saying hello, letting me know you are here, because, of course, I always put your name in the drawing for the project we did on our last live. And we did this awesome fun fold. I just love this card so much. Looks like that. And again, not a lot of stamping, but you can show off your designer series paper here, which of course we always have plenty of that in our stash. And then this was the other one I did, same format. I just moved the element up versus down. So you can see, and in this case, instead of adding designer series paper on this flap, I embossed the whole card. So this is one that you can do a lot with for lots of occasions. You could even turn it into a gift card holder if you wanted to. That's how easy it is. So let's see. Thank you, Linda. Let's see who is going to get that. So I've got everybody's name in here. Let's draw out one. Okay, and this is going to go to Donna Willen. So Donna, I'm not sure I have your actual address, but if you're coming to Stamp-A-Stack at the end of the month, I will bring it to you. Otherwise, just shoot me your address and we'll get you squared away. Okay, the other thing is, make sure you're sharing my video, which I greatly appreciate. And when you do so, make sure you type the word shared in all capital letters. That way I can see who it was that actually shared and give you credit. And you'll go into this drawing, which is for a stash of cards, or a stack of cards out of my stash. Oh my goodness, it's been a day. All right, and that is going to go to Pam Bliven. So Pam, I'm not sure I have your address either, so make sure that you reach out to me so I can get your cards to you. All right. Okay, and then of course, like I was saying earlier, if you place an order in my online store that is $35 or more before shipping, tax, and any rewards are used, I will send you an embellishment as a thank you. And this month, it is the frosted iridescent dots. I love these so much. You've got kind of a teal, you've got white, and then a pink and a purple. So beautiful colors. They're going to be great for spring. And I mail these out at the first of each month for the previous month. That way I have everybody's orders in at the same time. All right. Okay. Let's put the camera down. I'm so excited to show you this card. We're using a new set to me and some brand new paper out of the new mini catalog. So 1 second. Let's turn us down. There we go. Hello, Kim Lanham. Yes, you are our Escape Pro, aren't you? I greatly appreciate that. Okay, we are going to use a new bundle. It's new to me. It came out in the November online exclusives. I think we're crooked. Let me see if I can get us straight here. Is that better? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we'll watch. I'm adjusting, but there's a delay between live and on camera, so hopefully it comes. But I am in love with this stamp set. I didn't think I needed it. You know, the double fonts grabbed me, but what this can do, and what did I do with my sample? Well, you'll just have to trust me. It is incredible. The stamps just as they are, which we're only using the stamps tonight, but I have another card I want to show you, and we'll do it next week. They're just gorgeous. And it's got here for you always, get well soon, thinking of you, wishing you all the best, sending love, and you're on my mind and in my heart. Love this. Just love everything about it. But here are the dies. And they're a little bit hard to see and understand. And I die cut something, but where it went, who knows? We'll find it. But we will work with these next week. But how this works, which I think is ingenious, is you'll stamp your image, and then it has your outlining die to where you can cut this piece out just as it is. But it also has one that once you cut it out, you can lay this die on top of it, and it cuts out the images this way as well. So you end up having this awesome structure that is just blows my mind how they come up with things. Let me see. Let me look in here really quick. Really, really quick. And I apologize. I had it here. I have no idea where it went. And it's not like we've all losing things. Oh, it's not going to be in here because that's an online exclusive. I promise I will post an example, and we'll work with this and the dies next week. But you've got a lot of little elements that you can use not only with this bundle, but also with others. And you can even cut out the little dies, and I love that there's a lattice one. So, but again, this is called Friendly Foliage. And we are going to pair it with some of the new Valentine's Day paper. I am in love with this paper. This is called Made with Love. It is a 12 by 12 pack. And it is Flirty Flamingo. Let's see. Flirty Flamingo, Bubble Bath, Poppy Parade, Real Red, and Strawberry Slush. I'm pretty much a traditional red and white with a few pink Valentine girl, but I'm loving this Flirty Flamingo in here. This one is a very, very nice sampling of the paper. So it's this 12 sheets, 2 each of 6 different designs, but you have a wide choice or a variety of choices that you can use not just for Valentine's Day, which our card today is not, that you can use. So like this one is Real Red. This one's Poppy. So you can kind of see this one has more of an orange cast to it. You've got several different heart sheets. I love this ombre, and I don't know if you pick up, but it starts with flirty and kind of works its way down. So that's unique. You can match it with a lot of different patterns. This one's super cute with the arrows and flowers, and then teeny tiny little white hearts. Some flowers in bubble bath, which I think would be gorgeous for baby cards, especially baby girls, right? Another one with the flirty flamingo, and then of course X's and O's with a stripe. So you've got plenty of different options that you could use, not just for Valentine's Day. Okay, so let me tell you about your pieces. Now this is a little bit of a unique fold in that the measurements are slightly different. So I will post them just like always up on the Creative Cove. And then that way you will have them there for you and you don't have to worry about writing them down. So we are going to start with a piece of Flirty Flamingo. This is actually 8.5 by 5 1/4. And you're going to score it twice, once at 2 3/4 and one at 6 3/4. You're going to need a piece of real red. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so basically 1/4 of a sheet of cardstock. You're going to need another piece of red. This is 3 3/4 by 4 1/4. And when you go to score this, you're actually going to make a little flap at the, what is it? 3/8. And 3/8 is the tick mark between 1/4 and 1/2. So you're going to add this little fold to that piece, okay? Then you need another piece of red for the front of your card, and this is 2.5 by 5. You need some basic white, and these will go onto these layers. This one is 2 1/4 by 4 3/4, and this one's 4 by 3. And then 2 pieces of designer series paper. I love these itty bitty little hearts. This one is 2.5 by 5, and this one is 1.5 by 5. So you're going to be surprised at just how easy this card is. Now, when I fold and burnish this, I am going to burnish this so that the mountain, when we do our scoring, is on the inside. And that's how I typically will do a standard card. But when I'm doing fun folds, I do it opposite. But for this one, because it's going to be interactive, I am turning that to the inside. Okay, so we're going to burnish that one. And we're going to burnish, like I said, our little tab on the side. And we're going to turn that back. So again, I have that fold. In this case, I've got this one up. Okay, it'll work either way. It's just a preference for me for things that lay down. Okay, now I am going to go ahead and we will add our designer series paper to our layers, and we're going to do that this way. So this is the front of your card. Okay, the large piece will fold over from the left. Your smaller piece will fold from the right. You're going to put your large panel of designer series paper not on the front, okay? It's going to go here on the inside. So that's a little different than what we typically do. Okay, come on. Okay. So I'm going to add that right here on this left panel. Just like that. And then the smaller strip, you're going to, like I said, fold that panel in. And you're going to add this to the small flap. Okay. And that's going to go just like this. Okay. And I'm just going to lay that aside for a second. This, of course, will be a layer for your stamped piece, and this will be a layer for your stamped piece. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be using Flirty Flamingo ink as well as Real Red. I'll grab a piece of grid paper here. Doesn't look like I've done much work because it's not used much. It's because I threw the other one away. It was terrible. Okay, so I have for my front, which is going to be this piece. This is that image that we're going to use. I like to put it face down and put my ink pad to the stamp. That way I know I've picked up plenty of ink. And I'm pulling the ink colors right from the Designer Series paper. Okay, turn this over. And I want to leave space at the top for my sentiment, so I'm going to move this down ever so slightly. And see. Let me get that. Okay. And then in Real Red, I'm going to take the sentiment that says Sending Love, and I'm going to stamp it right at the top. So all of the stamps are coming right from this bundle. So that's going to be our front image, okay? And then for the inside, this is going to be part of the hidden message, okay? So the way this is going to work is it's going to fit on here, and it's going to be on the inside of the card. Now, when you do this, when the card is starting to open, and you'll see this in a second, not everything's going to be seen. So you want to make sure that you do most of your stamping to the left, or use something that's smaller that won't take up. Like, you wouldn't necessarily want to do a long image because you might not be able to see all of it once we put this together. So I have Here For You Always. I'm going to put that right up there in the left corner. Then we have this little image here that is just a stem. And I'm going to put that not in the center, but kind of over more to the left than to the right. Okay, close up red because we all know red loves to get everywhere. I'm going to bring in my Flirty Flamingo, and then there's a smaller image, and I'm going to stamp this twice right down here. And I'm going to add another one kind of up here. Okay, just like that. So you'll end up with this. And I just re-inked my Flirty Flamingo, and I can see that I need to smooth out the ink. Okay, so that is our stamped images, okay? That's all the stamping we're going to do. So on this piece, what I want to do is with my little tab to the left, I'm going to add this here. Now, I am going to move it more to the left so that I have, of course, my border all around. But the border will be larger on the right than the left. And you'll see why here in a second, okay? So just trust me. Line it up more to the left than the right. Okay, so we'll add this. Like I said, we're going to leave a border. So I'm going to add that over here like that, okay? So again, closer to the right, or excuse me, the left than the right. And then we'll add this one to the front of our card. Okay, so that is that. Now, the next two steps you can do with a tape runner, or even liquid glue, but my preference, especially after seeing this card demonstrated, is to definitely use tear tape. So you're going to use it in 2 places. You're going to put some on this little strip right here, and making sure that it's on the top. I know that sounds odd, but you're going to make sure it's on the top to the left of your stamped image. And then we're going to put it on the inside of this flap. And what we're going to do is basically put and create a little pocket for our message to hide in, okay? And you want to make sure that you get whatever adhesive that you choose to use up close to each end so you have room for your pocket, okay? So we've got that. I'm going to go ahead and flip this over and add this piece. And we'll just add this to the front. Okay. Just like that. All right. And then we'll open up. Where'd my pokey tool go? There he is. We'll take our backing off of here. And we're going to go ahead and fold this down, okay? And that's going to make a little pocket, right? All right, so what's going to happen next is you're going to take the smaller element and you're going to slide it into your pocket, okay? And if you want, you can actually just center this first, not, excuse me, not close this. But either way works. I wanted to make sure that it was in my pocket kind of where I wanted. Now you're going to bring this all the way up to the score line. So let me bring it up here and show you. So you can see it's right at the score line, but not over. So I'm going to bring it up just a tad bit more. Okay. Make sure it's centered in that pocket, but not in the score line. Okay, that's going to make a big difference. Okay, so we've got that there. We're going to go ahead and take our backing off. And it just slipped. There we go. And we are going to go ahead and close our card. Okay. Let me get those out of the way. Okay, now while our card is closed, we're going to flip it over. And we're going to add adhesive to the back, and I'm going to do it on all 4 sides plus in the center, because we're going to add this to our basic piece of real red to create our base. Okay. Just like this. Okay. So now what's going to happen is when you open your card, your message slides out. Okay. And this is why I was saying to you, you want to make sure that when you do your stamping, you'll notice you don't see that other section. It comes to about right here. So it's okay that our lining up, you know, was having that wider base on the side, because it allowed all of our images to show. And like I said, if you tried to do a longer sentiment, it's not going to fit, right? So this is how and why you want to watch where your sentiments and your other images go, okay? So then that folds up like that. I'm going to go ahead and burnish it both on the front and on the back, just so it lays nice for me. And then I have some of these iridescent foil gems, and I'm going to add those here to our card just to give it a little sparkle. And we'll put them down here, and we'll add one more up here. And we're done. So, quick and easy, right? In reality, but how cute is this pop? And I love that the designer series paper is on the inside because it carries just the whole inside of your card together and completes it. So super fun. Here's another one. This is a thinking of you, and I did this with the product of the month paper from last month. And this is Misty Moonlight and Night of Navy. And I did it the same. I just changed up the sentiment in the designer series paper. So again, super fun. And you'll notice that when you do the flap the way you did it, your fold is under on your card. Okay, so that's why it's important to make sure that you put that flat up against that so that when you close your card, your designer series paper will grab it, but it helps to pull it out for you. So that's your cards for tonight. I hope you like that and you will try it. Super fun, super easy. And again, you can do all kinds of things with this card for whatever occasion you might have. So give that one a try. If you have any questions or you need anything, please let me know. I will have everything up for you on the Creative Cove shortly. And I will also double check and make sure that the January online exclusives handout is there as well. So if you need anything, please let me know. And I will see you back here next week at our regular time. Thanks so much, everyone, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.